Hello Leo, welcome to my new channel. This is Sugar Moon Tarot. Thank you for stopping by. Today we are going to do an energy check-in to see what's going on with your person. And I also want to thank everyone who is supporting my new channel. I really do appreciate it. Okay, now I need to tell you something else. I just did this reading for you and it was such a wonderful reading, but the sound was muffled. And I didn't want to put it out there like that because it was hard to hear. And I also didn't want to redo the reading because it was so great. So I kept all of the cards in the order that they came out, and I'm going to redo it. So you're not going to see me shuffle, but this was what came out. Okay, it was a debate whether you see me shuffle or whether it was hard to hear, and I decided you'd rather hear it. Okay, so what I did was I asked for your person's overall energy, and what came out were these two cards: awareness and courage. So your person has had some kind of new awareness, and I feel like that they have been shown something in the mirror. After I did this reading, I really realized that it was an extension of the reading from last week. So if you resonated with that reading where they were beating themselves up, this is an extension of that. If you didn't listen to that one, and you may want to go back and listen to that one first, because I do just believe it's the same person that we're talking about. Okay, so they have had this overall awareness now, and with that they have had to now have courage. So this is what is in their overall energy right now. Okay, so I asked what your person was thinking about you, and what came out right off the top was this: the King and Queen of Cups. Absolutely beautiful to have in the headspace. I love to see the King and Queen of Cups together. Out of all of the pairs, this is the one that I really like to see the most together because they balance each other out so well emotionally. They both know that they have true love. Okay, so you love your person, they love you. They're actively thinking about the love that you give to them. They actively are thinking about the love that they give to you. They are aware of it, they're understanding it. It is in their current headspace. So this is something they're thinking about you right now. Now, one of the reasons why I really like to see them together is because when the king is by himself, he still knows that he loves you, but the king can be really silent. He doesn't always say a lot. He withholds, he keeps it to himself, and so he just walks around with all this knowledge, but he doesn't share it. The queen, she is the fluid. She pulls, she has the flow. The queen has all of this overflowing energy. And when she stands alone, sometimes her emotions she can get overwhelmed with her emotions because she's so fluid. So together they make a match because the king will ground her, will ground those overflowing emotions. The queen will pull out him so he's not silent anymore. Okay, he's not so closed off because she's so fluid, she pulls that out of him. So together they are very balanced. I absolutely love this for them in their headspace. Okay, it's beautiful. Then we had the Temperance card to come out. I loved seeing this too because this is when I really realized that we're dealing with the same person as last time, because I know that they needed temperance. We were looking for temperance because they were really struggling in their headspace, and the temperance needed to come out. So we have it here now. So this is going to bring peace and harmony, tranquility, and balance into their headspace. Okay, it's patience, it's all of those wonderful things that a person needs to become settled, and it's going to bring out the courage that they were needing, that we had here. It's going to bring the courage to the table. The Temperance does a lot of things. It's really a spiritual, uplifting, healing card for me. And I like it because it feels like they're just reaching up to the heavens, just asking the heavens for help to balance everything out. Okay, so I definitely feel that they're emotionally balanced. Now we have the Temperance card here. And the other card that we had, this was the last one for their headspace, is the Ten of Coins. Gosh, okay, this is the Ten of Pentacles. So the way I love this particular card in this deck, because it just looks like intention to me. So if you imagine this being your person actually placing a coin into this jar, they are intentionally going to show up for you. It's not, for me, it is not just somebody that's going to come and sit around the house and not contribute. That's not what it is. This person is intentionally placing that coin. They're intentionally going to contribute to you. They're going to make your life easier. They're going to pull their weight. They're going to do their part, and they're going to balance everything in the home. Okay, so now we have the emotions. We have balanced emotions here. We have the temperance card here, and we have somebody with intentions. And the coins is more of the practical. This is more the emotions, and this is more the practical. So everything that your person is needing to be thinking, they're thinking. Okay, so that's all in their headspace. I just loved that. I thought that was so beautiful. Okay, then I asked how they were feeling in their heart space. So this is going to be about emotions. And the first thing that we had to come out was the Chariot. Okay, so this Chariot card is going to be about moving forward and getting on the same page with you emotionally, because this is about emotions in their heart space. Okay, so I also see this back here as the divine. I do believe the divine has intervened in your relationship, and they are getting you on the same page. Now, both of these horses are looking separate directions. So you still may be struggling with your person to get on the same page. You may not have heard from them yet. There's still things going on, but it is happening. It's happening right now. I can see so much improvement from last week to this week. I think this is absolutely so beautiful. Okay, so they've moved forward in their emotions. As a matter of fact, they've moved forward so much that they have now put their emotions into their thought patterns, and they know for sure, if they had any doubt at all, they know that they love you. Okay, so beautiful. Then we had the Death card to come out. Now, this is not a scary card, because this is about old things dying off that no longer serve them in their emotional space. So if they had things like, if they had just every negative emotion, guilt, shame, old wounds that needed healed, old scars, just anything like that, negative emotions, that's all dying off. The Temperance card is going to bring in peace. Okay, so that's all dying off. And this is a rebirth. This little white flower here, this is the rebirth of the new emotions. So they're going to have new emotions that come in. See, once a person can get rid of all of the negative emotions, that only leaves room for positive things. And that's why the positive emotions have come out here as a balance, okay? Because all that old stuff is dying off and the new stuff is being reborn. Thought that was gorgeous too. Okay, then we had the Five of Wands. Now, this is a conflict card. So there's something in their emotions that they're conflicted over. And out of all of the beautiful cards out here, this is really the only one that showed up to me as being anything negative. And I wanted to know what they were conflicted about. So I got a clarifier for it, and it's the Knight of Wands. Okay, so your person has a lot of passion. This is Mr. Passion, okay? This is also Mr. Rides in and out, shows up, poof, gone. He doesn't offer much stability. He doesn't stick around. He's not that authentic. You know, there are a lot of things like that. And if I remember right, last time, this was also in his heart space. But we had the Emperor next to it to calm him down. So we didn't see the Emperor show up because I think the Emperor did his job. And now he's been made aware of things. But he is conflicted now because he knows that he can't ride in like this, but he wants to. So, because his emotions, he knows he loves you, and then that's turned to passion. So he wants to ride in, but he doesn't want to present himself in the same way that he has presented himself in the past. That's what the Death card did. See, the Death card's bringing in new change, new awareness. Things are going to be different. So he's conflicted now on how to approach you. He may not know yet, because this may be the only thing he's ever known. He hasn't gone through all of these changes in his past. So he's conflicted on, how do I come forward to Leo, and how do I approach them in a way that I can show my real passion for them, but yet I don't look like this player knight in and out doing all the old stuff that I've done. Okay, so they're having to figure out. So they're still learning that. And they're probably having to be brave to courage and brave to just not just ride in and shower you with all this passion, because that's definitely what they want to do in their heart space. Okay, so now your person has love, they have the practical side of wanting to come in, and now they have passion. So they're all of these, and then we have the spiritual here with the temperance. So your person is getting balanced in all areas of their life. Okay, so then I ask what their next possible actions may be. Well, we had the Ace of Wands. Okay, so that's Mr. Passion. Your person is on fire for you. Okay, they are wanting to ride in and shower you with love and passion. They can't hardly stand it. That's why they're conflicted about it, because they're having a really difficult time staying away from you at this point. That's the problem. They're really wanting to come in, but they don't want to be the old person. Okay, so they might show up. I don't know. Okay, then we had the Hierophant. Now, this is going to be in their actions. So this is, for me, this is going to be a mind space knowledge card. And they're wanting to change their relationship to be more spiritual, more enlightened. They want it to be a higher level. They want it to be mature. They want it to be stable. So they're learning and they're studying what they need to do. That's probably why that's why they're conflicted, and that's what's holding them back. That's the Death card, getting rid of all that old stuff and bringing in new lessons, new awareness. Okay, so they're studying. We had the Magician card to show up. The Magician is here to teach them the new lessons of what they need to learn. The Magician is like the teacher of them, showing them all of these things, that you do have what it takes. You do have the courage. You've had the awareness now. Now you just need to figure out how to put all of your new knowledge into practice. So the Magician is here and is going to teach them how to do this, how not to be this knight, and how to show their passion and show their love in a very stable way. So they're not just rushing in and rushing out, and that they can come in as the authentic person. So I loved having the Magician next to that. Okay, and then we had the Seven of Swords, and I thought, oh gosh, okay, what's this about? This is and can be a scary deck in the a scary card in the deck. It can be, because this can be the trickster, especially next to the Magician. It can be a trickster. It can be somebody who's a liar and a thief. And it can be all of those things. Absolutely, it can be. All right. But when we have all of this love up here, and we have the Temperance here, we have somebody wanting to put in the effort, we have the Change card, somebody's been made aware, we've got the Hierophant. You know, I don't see this as being a bad card. What I see this is somebody's hiding something from you. They're being kind of sneaky, but not in a bad way. They're just not revealing something to you. So I had to get a clarifier on it. And when I asked what they were not revealing, the Knight of Wands. Okay, that's what we just said. And I actually laughed out loud when this showed up. They are wanting to ride in so bad they can't hardly stand it. And they're not telling you that. They're hiding this from you because they don't want to be this person anymore. That's probably the courage. It's taken all of the courage and bravery they have to not just come in. Okay, so that's really what they're truly wanting to do. All right, is just ride in, but they are hiding that from you. Now, what I did say about this is the warning that I have here is with the Ace of Wands and with the Knight of Wands in their actions, they very well may contact you. And if they do, great, fabulous. That's what you're wanting, right? Not a problem. Answer the phone, talk to them, do all that stuff. But if they start making these Knight of Wands advancements, and you're going to know, if they start falling back into their old patterns because they haven't learned this lesson yet. They're in the process of learning this lesson. They're in the process of trying to figure out new ways of approaching you. They don't know. It may take them a time or two to figure it out. You may have to shut them down. You don't have to do it in a mean, hateful way. You don't. But you may just have to shut them down. Because if you allow them at all to be this Knight of Wands, then they very well may fall back into their own patterns. I'm not putting that pressure on you. It's not anything that you have to fix. It's what they need to fix. But what I am telling you is you don't have to accept it. Don't accept it. Okay? Make them show this courage. Make them show this love for you. You know, they make them be this Ten of Pentacles guy. Make them be that way, or require it. You know, require it. And you can just require it with your actions. You know, instead of having them in your house, maybe you should try a date, you know, and when you get home from the date, tell them, I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll talk to you tomorrow. You know, try to avoid Mr. Knight of Wands just for now. I know that's difficult, and that may take courage from both of you. And it's your choice, and this is your life, and I'm certainly not telling you what to do. It's just the feeling that I get off of this. You don't want them to fall back into that Knight of Wands pattern. And they've got all of the makings in the card to be changing right now. And so I think just kind of cooling their reins a little bit, you know, just saying whoa, might not be a bad thing. Okay, I'm just throwing that out there. Okay, so then that was all I had. And then I asked what message that your person would have for you. And this one came out. I'm in a much better headspace now. Absolutely, 100%, they're in a better headspace. That's what I said all along up here. They're getting so balanced, and they're getting, it's beautiful. I absolutely love this reading. And now you know why I didn't want to redo it. I'd really, truly regret that you couldn't see me shuffle them, but I did. I guess you'll just have to take me at my word for it, because I truly, truly did. And these are all of the things that came out. But like I said, I didn't want the muffled sound. And I made the decision to do it this way, so you could at least really hear what I was having to say. So anyway, that's all I've got for you, Leo. Thank you for stopping by, and I will see you next time.